That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's what happens when you get Rick Famuyiwa in an episode written by Favreau and Filoni together. I just wrapped up watching season 3, episode 7 of The Mandalorian. I'm gonna give you my quick, honest, spoiler-filled thoughts on the episode, so if you don't want to be spoiled, make sure you drop a like, follow up, and then come back later. There is a lot to talk about. So first, let's recap the episode. We open up on the streets of Coruscant, following Aaliyah Kane, looking just like Ryan Gosling in Blade Runner 2049. She's literally me. And as an absolute surprise to nobody, she's a double agent working for Moff Gideon, who's back. I'm a simple man. More Giancarlo Esposito, more smiles. But we learned that they were behind the pirate attacks on Navarro. We learned the Imperial remnants are actually a lot more organized than we even thought. We're introduced to this council of former Imperials. They argue, they bicker on resources, but more importantly, we get a huge tease on how somehow Palpatine returned. As Brian Gleason, yes, Donald Gleason's little brother, is working on Project Necromancy. Very on the nose. But more importantly, we get another Grand Admiral Thrawn name drop. Essentially, he's not here now, but his return is inevitable. But Moff Gideon ain't waiting, and he wants to exterminate the Mandalorians. From there, we cut to the Night Owl fleet arriving on Navarro to meet up with the other Mandalorians, and you can cut the tension in the air with the butter knife. More importantly, Grief Karga arrives with a gift, some tequila. More importantly, he's repurposed IG-11 into IG-12. It's now a vehicle that Grogu can use. The whole time when he was hitting it, he was saying yes, I thought it was funny. They gave Grogu his own Megazord. This shit is lit. There we get this really cool scene of Bo-Katan, which feels a lot like Remember the Titan. She's trying to rally a crew from both sides to take back Mandalore. I just love how everyone slowly says, I will go, and they all come together. They do what together? I'm just gonna leave this clip here because this is never not gonna be cool. Like storming the beaches of Normandy, Star Wars style. We then meet 3 Mandalorian survivors who survived the Great Purge. Yo ho, living a pirate's life, traveling with this big ass ship, as they pledge their allegiance to Bo-Katan Kryze. They're off to go find the Great Forge. We then get a really great character moment for Bo-Katan as she reveals that she surrendered to Moff Gideon, and that's how he got the Darksaber. She surrendered to try to save as many Mandalorians as she could. It's moments like these that I feel like have been lacking in the entire series, so it's always greatly appreciated when they dive a little deeper. Then we get this really great moment between Din and Bo-Katan, where he essentially tells her that she's not the leader because of the Darksaber, but he believes she's the leader because of her honesty, her loyalty, and he pledges to her he'll stand by her side until the day he dies. Just kiss already. Then, just like every chess match ever, as Vizsla and Axe Wolves get into an altercation, and none of the Mandalorians can step in, which is when Grogu steps in and stops the fight. Love this. And freaking Anguirus shows up out of nowhere. Freaking massive monster. All the CGI budget was spent here. I love how Paz and Axe are the ones who save Grogu. Perfect. And this thing absolutely destroys their ship. They then retreat underground when they're attacked by Imperial troopers. It takes them out. Axe Wolves escapes to warn the others. The Mandalorians are then trapped. Din gets apprehended and captured as Moff Gideon reveals he's the ultimate cultural appropriation general. He has a base on Mandalore. He's been upgrading his troops with Beskar. I love that we get another moment where Moff Gideon tells Bo-Katan if she surrenders and gives him the Darksaber to let them go. This time she doesn't. He rips open a hole in the backside for everyone to escape with the Darksaber. My boy Big Papa Paz just starts unloading on everybody. His minigun overheat. Unfortunately, Praetorian guards show up and finish him off. They did what? And that's how this episode ends, on a very somber cliffhanger. I cannot wait for the season finale.